Greetings and hallucinations to all you folks out there. I have a 1 versus 1 for you today on Crag Dunes. It is between Ryfun and Lushnik, a 1000 and a 1300 player, and it is a Cybran mirror match. Now, I casted this map as part of the WWPC finals. If you guys want to check out that game, it is on the channel. The builds for this map are kind of interesting, and I like casting this one because you see such a great variance in the build orders, and you can get some pretty epic spam and ambushes. But let's run over the map real quick because this is one of the ones that some people are not as familiar with. It is pretty much strictly a 1 versus 1 map. So, well, it is strictly a 1 versus 1 map, so a lot of people do not have much experience on it. You are going to rely on early Tech 1 power because your Hydro is way the hell over there. And then there are scattered wrecks all over the place. There is so much reclaim on this map. Tech 2 transports, we've got Tech 3 units, Tech 2 air, civilians, Tech 2 tanks, Tech 1 tanks. You can pretty much just list off all of the units and they're all here. There's even Ilshivas right there. So you're going to want to overbuild power early. You're going to want to have plenty of leeway to burn off some reclaim, and this leads to a lot of epic spam and teching options. So hopefully this game will be entertaining. We'll go ahead and jump right into it. One thing that I did say about this last time, and I was proven to be correct, you do not want to get your ACU right here because then you can get pinched in between two groups of units and you're going to have a bad time. So don't want to put your ACU in between the dunes. You've got a double choke point on both sides. This is deceptively hard to defend. It is just wide enough that you can get around. You can get artillery in well, and units tend to get clogged up, so dealing with them is hard. So you would think that this would turn into a turtle war, but I promise you it does not. Alright, we've got a little bit of poking and prodding. Nothing seriously put forward as far as raiding options. We have an engineer going to suck up looks like some of the civilian buildings, although it was stopped I think as soon as they saw that. I think there was a lab, pretty sure. Yes. And then there are going to be Mantis guarding this choke. Have a Mantis on the other side. Got Hydro going up with air. 2 air factories being built, and then rounding out 5 land factories. And it looks like we're going to be sitting on 3 land factories down here for Lushnik, and he is going to go with that. Alrighty, we're going to have to keep an eye on the reclaim numbers here. Just out of curiosity, so far Lushnik has about double what Ryfun has, and I hope that these guys are not going for early mass extractor upgrade. Oh, come on. Really? Really now? Why would you do this to yourself? I know you can maintain that, but you could have made more tanks, and tanks make the game so much more interesting. Now you have a bomber on you, and you don't have air to deal with it. You built a Jester, but the Jester really is not a useful tool against a bomber. Jesters are powerful, but trying to kill a bomber with a Jester is like trying to swat a gnat with a sledgehammer. Sure, it will technically get the job done with plenty of overkill, but you can't actually hit the dang thing. And I think that Ryfun is going to take an early advantage on this one because he is dedicating more attention to build power. So he's going to have some factories online. And the TA game that we had, I'm not going to spoil that game for you, but both players on it had, I think they probably had a dozen land factories apiece queued up. And we were seeing epic spam, but right now Lushnik is going for the turtle. That infamous deadly Cybran turtle play. Definitely something that you want to watch out for, because it will haunt your dreams and turn your waking hours into nightmares. And go ahead and bump the speed up here. Jester coming around the backside. Interceptor is going to catch it on patrol. Not a lot of raiding is going to get accomplished with that unit. We are seeing some good Tech 1 bomber use from Ryfun until it gets shot down. Alright, looks like all of the activity has happened on the right side. I cannot believe the lack of scouting here. This left side has been completely open for basically the entire game, and Ryfun has had units over here for basically the entire game, and he has yet to push over here. His ACU is going to come down, and that is nice to see, I guess, but there could have been a ton of damage. And we're seeing a whole line of point defense going down. Luchnik is holding true to his turtly ways, and he's going to see a small victory, kind of a meaningless victory there for Ryfun. And all of the units are still congregating on the right side. Radar in the center here is a nice touch. That has good coverage all over the whole map. You can kind of see what's going on both sides. So, well done, my good sir, well done. But hey, why only build one when you can build two? After all, oh, tack launcher, nice! All of the build power is going poof. I'm sure we're about to see, well, no, there aren't any Tech 2 mass extractors to kill. So that would be kind of wasted mass to start popping off the Tech 1s. Well, Ryfun is about to be experiencing a severe lack of units. He is pushing the gun upgrade, which he has finished. And he is going to swing what remaining units he has down to the southern side. Lushnik has gone Tech 2 land. Looks like he's going to be pushing hoplites. I hope he can micro, because he's going up against a gun comm. He could potentially kill that commander if he stays out of range. I guess the two Tech 1 radars would be good in case a bomber were to kill. Oh, no, wait. They're so close together the AoE would kill both. Whee! I'm wondering if that was a mistake or an accidental drag. It's too far away to accidentally have dragged the radar. That would have to be a double placement, but I'm not sure how you could possibly accomplish that. So many point defense, and all of them wasted. We got Tech 2 point defense going down on this side. Lushnik is absolutely determined to play this as a turtle game. And despite sniping off all the eco, it looks like Ryfun is actually doing pretty well in an aggressive role, although he does need to watch the health on his commander. He could very well... Oh, 200 health. He's got to kill that. He's going to run up and kill it. There's 3 more Tech 1 point defense down up here, and there were 4 on this side. My goodness, he just can't... There we go. Good job, buddy. Excuse me. Finally got that point defense down, and he is now free to wreck the base. Lushnik has... what upgrade does he have? He does have the gun, so Ryfun is going to need to be careful to stay away from that. I think he was trying to kill that Tech 2 HQ. I would be going after the TAC missile launcher. That would be the smarter thing to kill. Oh, you need to stay away, because you have very low health. And a successful snag. Lushnik was slowed down, but then Ryfun runs into his own units. And no, don't mutual KO. Don't. Oh! 1,700 health. That game did not go like I thought it would at all. Well done, Ryfun, for maintaining the offensive. And he did get his build power back online, and he was pushing units. And that shows you exactly why you do not turtle. If you play defensively, your opponent will run you over, because defense loses to offense 90% of the time unless you do it incredibly well and you know your faction strengths. And one of the faction strengths that Cybran does not have is the turtle. And Cybran also happens to have one of the strongest offensive unit sets in Tech 1 and Tech 2. So basically, you're taking the weakest possible defensive stance against arguably the strongest Tech 1 offense. And then there weren't any Tech 2 land units here. So Tech 1, arguably the strongest Tech 1 offense. And you know how that's going to end up. I must compliment Ryfun on his very narrow escape. He was about 10 feet away from a mutual KO there, so very well done, sir. Alrighty, guys, that is going to wrap up this game, such as it is. I hope you at least got a little bit of entertainment out of it, if nothing else. I'm going to sign out for now, and I will see you guys in the next cast. Thanks so much for watching.